come on. Sorry about that. I was late on the stream. Now I'm here. Why? Okay. Now it's loading because I don't know why my internet's so slow. I don't know if you can hear me well. Let's see. I don't know if I'm live or not, but yeah, I'm live.
Get
Okay,
a load
cool,
of this
cool.
new free-to-start Kirby game. The combined
Kirby
forces
game.
of Kirby, and Kirby are in for some wicked boss fights.
No way.
We're calling it Super Kirby Clash.
Super
Take
Kirby
up quests
Clash.
in
No
town.
way.
And collectively, you and your team will pick 4 jobs. That's right. Get your weapons, get your gear, and get ready. Some mighty tough enemies await. There are more than 100 quests. So, get a look at your enemy and make sure you have the right jobs for the job. The key to victory is to know your role and work as a team.
Whoa.
You can play alone, together on one system, team up via local wireless,
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
or even play online.
Online. Hold on, let me
It'll be
change
time to unite with friends and players from around the world and overcome each challenging quest when Super Kirby Clash launches later today. And remember, it's free to
Today.
start too.
free.
This long-awaited, recently released RPG is getting a remake. After
What's
25 years, fans of the Mana series can look forward to the HD remake of the 3rd game in the trilogy, Trials of Mana.
Trials of
From 6
Mana.
different characters, you'll choose a
Where-
protagonist and 2 companions. The ones you choose will determine which of the interwoven stories you'll follow through this reimagined world.
Now
Holy
you
crap, that's actually
remember what
pretty
will
cool.
happen to dear Jessica if I die.
This interference will not be forgotten.
As each character advances, they'll have the opportunity to switch their class, allowing them to learn stronger special moves and spells, step into the light, or show your dark side when picking your class to change your character's appearance and abilities.
That's pretty nice.
Unlike the classic version, characters have full range of movement, including jumping and combo attacks for each member of your party.
Holy crap, that's cool. Damn.
Once again, the wheels of fate are beginning to turn.
I actually don't mind playing this.
Find out what's in store for the beloved world of Trials of Mana on April 24th.
2020. Dang. Crazy.
Just what happened to the crew of this doomed ship? The Oberdin vanished at sea in 1803, only to wash up 4 years later in Falmouth, England, with no sign of survivors. The fate of the crew remains unknown.
What?
As an insurance investigator for the East India Company, you must board the ship and uncover the mystery of its disappearance and return. Your analysis will
Whoa.
rely heavily on one less than ordinary device.
What the hell?
Use the power of the Momentum Mortem pocket watch to turn back time and witness each soul's last moment.
You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
Explore
Damn.
the ship. Observe the situation and record your logical
You hear
deductions.
that? That's crazy.
Without you, the true tale will never be told. What brought the Oberdin to such an end? Little by little, tease apart the misfortunes of the ship and its crew to solve the mystery.
That's
Return
actually
of the
cool.
Oberdin arrives on Nintendo Switch
That's
in
actually
fall
pretty
2019.
Like, surprisingly, wow.
There's a small town out there with a big secret.
Wow.
Never leave
Little
town.
Town hero.
That is the rule agreed upon by the people of this peaceful town and the castle protecting it. One day, there suddenly appeared a giant monster. To defend the townspeople, one boy named Axe will stand up to face it.
Axe.
And the only weapons he'll need are ideas.
Ideas. What?
But to win one of these battles, you must know when to use them. Strategy is everything if there's any hope to win. During battle, you can move around to garner support from townspeople.
Whoa.
Take advantage to gain the advantage. Seize every opportunity to protect your town in this new RPG from Game Freak. And almost
Game
all the
Freak?
music in the game was composed by
Really?
Undertale creator
Holy
Toby
crap.
Fox.
What? Toby
Little
Fox.
Town Hero will make a stand on Nintendo Switch October 16th. You can
No
pre-purchase
way.
and preload the game later today.
Now, this game we have to see. Like, holy crap. Oh,
Fall
crap.
is coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Oh,
We can finally confirm the
Banjo.
release date of Challenger Pack 3, Banjo and Kazooie. Banjo and Kazooie.
Oh,
And the release date is today.
what? Today?
After today's Nintendo Direct, we'll broadcast a video detailing how to use Banjo and Kazooie, featuring the game's director, Masahiro Sakurai. As a special treat, the video will begin immediately following the Nintendo Direct you're watching right now.
Oh,
To tide yourself over until the release of Banjo and Kazooie,
all right.
please check it out.
I'm gonna put up
But
my
first-
Switch. Huh? Oh crap! We got a new trailer. What's this? What's this? Huh? 2017. Yeah. Wait. Some Nintendo. Wait, what? What the fudge? I'm afraid. What is this? Wait a minute. What? What the heck is going on here? What is this? What is going on? What is this game? My brother's calling me.
Camera!
What is this game, dude? The guy from Kingdom Hearts. King of Fighter, what? Vital Flurry. No, what? What?
So, Terry Bogard from Fatal
Terry
Fury is joining the
Bogard.
battle. That means we've revealed 4 of the 5 fighters included in the
they
Fighters
were
Pass.
missing one more.
Can there really be only one left?
Well, special announcement.
We're happy to confirm the development of more DLC fighters for Super Smash Bros.
Wait,
Ultimate.
what?
Outside the 5 fighters included in the Fighters Pass, we can confirm that other new fighters are in development. The battle
Here's
isn't
the
over
fighters.
yet.
Wait, so there's more.
So, what do you think?
But
Regarding what was
Banjo-Kazooie
announced
is out,
about
though.
additional
That's so
fighters
cool.
at the end of that segment, we'll have more to share with you
I
in the
know.
future. For now, let's
Alright, bye.
continue with some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
So that's my brother calling me saying that thing's gonna happen. Holy crap.
It's about
Oh,
time
crap!
to wake the
Link's
Windfish
Awakening.
in The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, which means the next big adventure on Nintendo Switch is fast approaching.
I really know that though. So what?
You'll meet
so
some
what's
strangely
new?
endearing islanders, face a series of puzzling tasks, and encounter some oddly familiar faces. Whatever happens, help Link escape Koholint Island before its mysteries get the best of him. With the all-new Chamber Dungeon, you can place chambers earned on your adventure to arrange your own dungeons. Add in plus effects that alter chambers. And save chamber dungeons to a compatible amiibo figure featuring a character from the Legend of Zelda series. That way, your friends can play them. Be ready. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening will launch before you know it on September 20th. The new Link
September
amiibo figure will be available that same day.
Gonna get it soon.
You know the hero's might from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now join his adventure. Dragon
Yeah.
Quest XI S,
Dragon
Echoes of an
Quest.
Elusive Age Definitive Edition, is
Pokemon
exactly that.
characters.
the most complete version of a sprawling adventure story that allows you to choose between HD and 2D graphics.
Oh, for real?
Travel to past
That's actually
Dragon
pretty
Quest
cool.
worlds. And experience new character-focused stories. The day the game launches, free downloadable content can be
Free
found in the
DLC.
Champions Pack, including consumable items and more equipment that can change the appearance of party members.
Nice.
An RPG giant draws near.
You know, I always wanted to play
Dragon
that game.
Quest XI's Echoes
never
of
had
an
a
Elusive
chance.
Age
What
Definitive
good
Edition
game,
journeys onto
Dragon
Nintendo
Quest.
Switch
Listen.
September 27th.
Came out like that. Like, holy crap.
Until then,
Maybe.
you can
Maybe.
prepare for your adventure with the free
Free
demo on
demo.
Nintendo eShop.
What's next?
Looking for more Fire Emblem goodness?
Wait, what?
Then say hello to Tokyo.
Oh, that game.
The worlds of the Fire Emblem series and Atlas games have crossed paths, and
Wait,
the result is
is
coming
this
to
support?
Nintendo Switch.
It is of
The
course.
story takes place in modern-day Tokyo, where creative energy is so abundant it's materialized into something called Performa, which attracts wicked mirages who suck it out of people. You'll face off against this threat as up-and-comer Itsuki Aoi and his friends who are trying to make it in the entertainment business.
I know my
Fire
friend.
Emblem characters like Prom and
That's
Sita will
Seuss,
join you from
or
another dimension.
nickname Seuss.
Together, you'll wage
Gonna
deep,
like
turn-based
this
battles, blending the combat of the Fire Emblem and Shin Megami Tensei series. And, in the Nintendo Switch version, there's a new song that wasn't included in the original. Be sure to check out the other new features, from the new story elements to the characters joining you in battle for the first time. Hey, is that Tiki? Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE Encore releases on January 17th. You can pre-purchase the game later today.
Cool. What's next? What's next? What's next?
Welcome back to where nothing is what it seems. Boston, 2019. It all begins again when FBI agent Aaliyah Davis opens an investigation into an old serial killer case. She also opens a door to the unknown, a door that also takes us back to New Orleans, 14 years ago. Here, our story follows an FBI agent who goes by the name of York. The journey between past and present will take Aaliyah and York on a winding path. But what lies at the end? Will it be truth or madness? Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise, boggles and beguiles on Nintendo Switch in 2020. And now for a shocker. The original game in the series will launch on Nintendo eShop as Deadly Premonition Origins later today.
Cool.
Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition is finally coming to Nintendo Switch. Check it out.
Name Cloud. That's a pretty cool game. I like it. Day. Cool. Might check that out.
And now for a message from Bethesda.
That's
Hey Nintendo fans, Pete Hines from Bethesda. On behalf of everyone at id Software, I'm excited to announce something really cool that we have coming to Nintendo Switch later this year.
Okay.
I'm sure many of you have fond memories of spending countless hours playing your favorite games on Nintendo 64. Well, this year is the 25th anniversary of Doom, one of the most popular first-person shooter franchises ever. And to celebrate, we're re-releasing one of our favorite games, Doom 64.
Doom 64.
For the first time since its original release in 1997,
Holy
Doom
crap.
64 will be officially available on a Nintendo console.
That's
Relive your crusade
awesome.
against the demons in more than 30 action-packed levels.
That's actually cool.
Or if you're a newcomer, Experience the retro first-person shooter that helped make Doom one of the most popular shooter franchises in history.
Nice.
Doom 64 will release on Nintendo Switch on November 22nd this year.
Damn. That's like 2 months away, I guess.
Introducing a brand new IP from developer Hi-Rez Studios, Rogue Company. To most of the world, Rogue Company is a rumor at best, but its operatives are the real deal. And as one of these elite specialists, you'll face challenges which will require your specialized abilities and tools to combat the infamous organization Jackal. Play against friends or match up with a similarly skilled team online in a variety of objective-based game modes. Whether you wield guns, gadgets, or melee weapons, your playstyle will depend on your choice of mercenary, which can be fully customized. There will be plenty of modes, maps, weapons, skins, in-game events, and more. When Rogue Company sneaks up on Nintendo Switch in 2020.
2020. That's it?
How's it going?
Good.
Next, the new titles in the core Pokemon RPG series, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
I
We
got the
have more
sword
information
one.
to share that will shed new light
may
on
know
this
me.
next
I like
Pokemon adventure. Please take a look.
Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Let me see this.
Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield take place in the Galar region, a scenic land where people and Pokemon work together toward a prosperous future. Among them, you'll encounter new Pokemon and meet new people throughout your adventure. Today, we'll cover 4 features you can look forward to. First, customizing your look.
Nice.
Once again, the latest entry in the series lets you pick your outfit. This time,
this I
it's not
like.
just tops and bottoms, but a wide variety, including outerwear and gloves.
That's actually cool. Cannot wait to play this game.
Plus, you can change your hairstyle
Sweet.
or put on a little makeup. There's a lot more to becoming a champion than simply honing your battle skills.
actually
You've got to
cool.
look the part too, don't you think?
Yep.
Second, Pokemon Camp.
Pokemon.
During your journey through the Galar region, you can camp anytime at Pokemon Camp. While you're there, you can play with your Pokemon. And as you get to know them better, they'll also improve in battle.
It's kind of like
Additionally,
like
in the
Nintendo.
wild area,
That's actually
you
pretty
can
cool.
visit other players' camps too. Feel free to bring along one of your Pokemon and hang out with up to 3 other players at the camp. We definitely recommend, may even allow a trusting trainer to taste its tea. This ghost-type Pokemon also has a special ability called Weak.
Sorry about that.
Next, another new Pokemon called Cramorant. This flying and water-type Pokemon has one huge appetite. It will swallow anything it can fit in its mouth. When it uses Surf or Dive during battle, watch as it rises from the water, along with the catch in its mouth. If it takes damage in this state, it'll retaliate by spitting out its catch at the attacker. This is Cramorant's exclusive new ability, Gulp
That's
Missile.
cool. I like it.
And that's all we have to share with you today. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield will launch on Nintendo Switch November 15th.
Well, how about that? There are still 2 more months until the game releases. Please look forward to the day you can start your new adventure in the Galar region.
Okay.
So, it's been about a year since we began offering Nintendo Switch Online memberships. With Nintendo Switch Online, we're providing a variety of games and fun features. And now, we're looking to add in an additional library of games. It's called Super Nintendo Entertainment System Nintendo Switch Online. With this, you can play a variety of classic Super NES games on Nintendo Switch.
I'm totally gonna get that.
There are some you may
Childhood
not
game.
expect, like Stunt Race FX, which will be available to play on another system for the first time. You can face off or team up in local multiplayer by passing a Joy-Con controller to a friend, or even play together online.
Oh crap!
And
no
the
way.
rewind function will be available from launch.
So you don't mess up.
Here are the first games we plan to release.
Super Mario RPG. No, no
All
Super
20
Mario
of the
RPG.
games you see on screen will launch tomorrow. Of course, we will eventually add more to the lineup. This offer is exclusively available to Nintendo Switch Online members,
That's
so
cool.
please enjoy them
Wait,
at no additional
what's that in
charge.
this pocket?
Oh, you noticed this, did you?
Yes.
To recapture the original feel of these games, we will be releasing a Super Nintendo
going to
Entertainment
get
System
that. I'm gonna
Nintendo
get
Switch
that.
Online exclusive controller as a special offer. To charge it, you can use a USB cable, just like the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. This Super NES-style controller will be available
Yep,
for purchase
I'm totally get
exclusively
that
for
too.
Nintendo Switch Online members. Visit
Just
the
for the
Nintendo
classics.
website for the latest information on its release.
Also my childhood.
Wouldn't it be nice to play those games again with one of these controllers?
Yep.
Well, let's move on to some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Okie
Sure, you know
Tetris
Tetris,
99.
but can you survive
New
this?
update.
Nintendo Switch Online members,
I'm gonna get that game
large-scale
too.
puzzle
That-
battle
that
game
looks amazing.
Tetris 99 is getting a free update. Tetris 99 Invictus is here, and not for the faint of heart. You can't even play it until you achieve Tetris Maximus status.
What the
Can you
heck?
survive against the best of the best? Well, good luck. We're also adding in daily missions for some added challenges. By clearing these missions, you can acquire tickets and exchange them for a variety of custom themes.
Ooh,
Sweet.
nice.
To showcase your accomplishments, we're tossing in a vast array of new player icons too. Beyond that, the second wave of paid DLC is here as well. In two-player share battle mode, pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend for a two-player game against each other and the CPU. And get together with friends to battle via local wireless on your Nintendo Switch systems
actually
in
cool.
local arena mode. The version 2.0 update for Tetris 99 will be available tomorrow. A packaged version, including the game, DLC, and a Nintendo
sweet.
Switch Online 12-month individual membership will be available September 6th.
I'm gonna get that one.
Mario and Sonic are ready
crap.
to kick it
The
old
Olympics.
school in Tokyo. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games has become a tradition of its own. This time, there are more than 20 events, including the 100-meter, karate, football, skateboarding, rugby sevens, sport climbing, badminton, gymnastics, surfing, and you know what?
crap.
There's more where that came from. Check out these 10 retro-style
Alright.
events, each one rocking some sweet 2D style graphics. They're all new, all retro, and very refreshing to play. On top of that, there are new
cool.
mini-games, unlockable characters, and a story mode in which Mario, Sonic, Bowser, and Dr. Eggman must escape from a game based on the Olympic Games Tokyo 1964. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 will go for the gold November 5th.
Cool.
The next Damon X Machina demo will be here sooner than you think.
Damn, that
Ahead
game
of the
still
full
haven't
game's
come
release
out?
next week, the
I
free
feel like
demo
this has already
version,
been
Damon
come
X
out, but
Machina
this game's
Prologue
been,
demo will
like,
be available for
announced,
download
like, a
later
year,
today.
2 years ago.
In this prologue,
Now they're
you'll
showing
man your
this.
mech through the beginning of the game. And all of your progress can carry over to the full game. If you've never played a mech action game and you're wondering what they're all about, this is the perfect time to take one for a test drive. A key feature of this demo is the co-op mode for up to 4 players. And we're happy to report that it can be played via local wireless. So, gather your friends and make the bosses feel like the little guys. The full game will also support online play. Be ready by customizing your mech and honing your skills on missions. What hides beneath your mech's armor? A god or a demon? Damon X Machina will be ready for action September 13th.
September 13th. Oh, finally.
The Star Wars classic so fun, it's back for more. Kyle Katarn, agent of the New Republic, is our only hope to stop a rogue Jedi. Get your lightsaber at the ready, blaster in hand, and
Why do
prepare
it
to
look like
wield
so
the full
classic?
power of the
Like
Force.
the PS2.
Courtesy of
version.
Aspire, the full single-player experience of Star Wars, Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast is coming to Nintendo Switch September 24th.
Cool.
we've got new details on some upcoming games.
Here's where my journey begins.
You are Geralt of Rivia, mercenary monster slayer. Your current contract? Tracking down a living weapon known as the Child of Prophecy. You'll have a whole world to explore, at home and on the go, when The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition comes to Nintendo Switch on October 15th.
Cool. I want to play that.
And all downloadable content and story expansions are along for the ride. Become the most feared pirate in the Caribbean in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Then transform into the ultimate assassin hunter in Assassin's Creed Rogue. That's 2 action-packed games for one great value. All past DLC and new features like touch control and motion aiming coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch in Assassin's Creed The Rebel Collection. Battle for survival at the edge of a savage frontier in the online free-to-play action RPG Dauntless. Whether you're a veteran looking to take your Slayer on the go, or a rookie ready to forge your legacy, you'll hone your skills, craft and customize hundreds of gear
I
options,
played that game
and team up with
before.
other Slayers to take down boss-sized behemoths. As you can see, the folks at Phoenix Labs
Now
are
they have
adding
it on
loads
the
of new
Switch?
content in anticipation of the game's launch on Nintendo Switch. And there's plenty more on the horizon. Open your calendar. More games are on the way.
This must be the third party. But yeah. Just Dance to 2020. Farming Simulator. Do you know Kanaro? Right to that's first game.
How's everything going?
Good.
Next up, Animal Crossing New Horizons. We revealed many details about the game back in June,
Animal
so we prepared a
Crossing.
video covering what was announced. Let's see, shall we?
Thank you for choosing the Deserted Island Getaway Package. A laid-back, relaxing time and a haven of nature awaits. For you and the other folks participating in the Getaway Package, the time's come to get into the groove of deserted island life. It may be a deserted island, but the Resident Services building at its center is here to support your needs, so there's nothing to worry about. For starters, we'll provide you with a tent. Please select the spot where you'd like it set up. Oh, and there's something else. We'd like to offer you an original Nook Inc. Nook phone. It comes pre-installed with a variety of apps for all your deserted island needs, including recipes for crafting tools and furniture. Let's start by crafting an axe. We're going to need some materials, like branches and stones. Then we'll head to Resident Services and feel free to place furniture inside or outside. You can fine-tune the arrangement so that the decor expresses your style, and you can fully enjoy the deserted island life. Let's head back to Resident Services. Here we sell tools and furniture. We also buy your unwanted items, including any weeds you remove, as part of our island cleanup plan. In addition to the usual in-game currency, bells, you can also earn Nook miles through the Nook Mileage program. You can exchange your miles for special items and recipes. You'll earn miles through a host of activities on the island, so be sure to take advantage of this program. There are many ways to experience the joys of life on a deserted island. Go fishing, catch some bugs, tend to flowers, and pick them to make a garland. Thanks to crafting, even weeds have their uses. A vaulting pole makes it easy to quickly cross a river. A nutritious snack will help you shovel up a tree in no time. Plant it somewhere else to change things up in that corner of the island. The scenery changes with the time and weather. There will be sunshine, cloudy days, rainfall, and enough wind to shake the trees.
That's actually more detailed.
Depending on the time of day and the season, you'll encounter different creatures to catch too.
Sea bass.
Sociable types who live together on the same island can play simultaneously, up to 4 players at a time on one system. We hope you enjoy living together and working together in the same space. With a local wireless or internet connection, you can travel to another player's island for a total of 8 players in one visit. The whole scene feels meant to be. Why not snap a photo with everyone and make it a lasting memory? How's deserted island life looking? What we've shown you here today is truly just the beginning. There's so much more waiting to be discovered. So many activities, animals to encounter, and more calling to you from the island. We can't wait for you to experience the Nook Inc. Deserted Island Getaway Package.
So, how'd it look?
Cool.
There's still a bit more time until the game launches, so please stay tuned. All right,
Okay.
the next game will be our last announcement of the day. Please give it a look.
Okay. What is this? What is this? Special outfit. Looks like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC, maybe? Yep.
Do you wish to change it? Huh? The future.
Monolith Soft's Xenoblade Chronicles, which originally released in 2012 on the Wii system, is destined to be reborn on Nintendo Switch as Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. The game is planned for release in 2020. Please look forward to more announcements in the future. That's it for today. Thank you for watching.
That's it? Nothing. Anything that, okay, stay tuned, okay. I'm staying tuned. Just to watch this. Oh, there it goes, already. Sakurai!
I'm Masahiro Sakurai, director of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game. In our last showcase, I talked a little bit about Hero. Today, I'd like to show you all how to use Banjo and Kazooie.
Yes.
You may feel like some time has passed since our Hero showcase, but we're actually recording this only 2 days after that broadcast. We sure are busy, even if I say so myself.
Yep.
Now that today's Nintendo Direct is over, please let me take just a little bit more of your time.
Okay.
You may remember in the Hero showcase, I was playing by myself, using 2 controllers, like this. With Hero, if you cast spells using command selection, any opposing heroes will block those attacks automatically using their shields. So in the background, I was actually using the second controller to make the hero look away or do moves so my attacks would connect.
Damn.
Today I have my controllers set up side by side, but back in the GameCube days, I lined them up vertically, like this. Try doing this with the Nintendo Switch Pro controllers, however, and you'll end up accidentally pressing the L and R buttons. So even though it's a bit of a pain, I do it like this now. This time around, I'll also be doing my best to control 2 fighters at once, kind of like Banjo and Kazooie, 2 characters acting as one. Alright, let's get started.
Okay, here we go.
So, what is Banjo-Kazooie? Well, in terms of genre, it's similar to Super Mario 64, and it was first released on Nintendo 64 back in 1998. The character Banjo made his first appearance a year earlier in a game called Diddy Kong Racing. After that, Banjo-Kazooie was released, and then Banjo-Tooie. 2 titles were then released for Game Boy Advance, although they never came to Japan. And then there's Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, which was released on Xbox 360.
Yeah, but...
As some of you may know, the Banjo-Kazooie IP now belongs to Microsoft.
Yeah. How do you get them?
Technically, they're a rival platform holder. Even so, they were happy for Banjo and Kazooie to join the Super Smash Bros. Series.
Oh, nice.
For that, I'm extremely grateful. Rare also welcomed us with open arms.
Alright, that's cool.
So, if you want to play Banjo-Kazooie today, you can do so on Xbox. I know this is a Nintendo broadcast, but please, give the game a try on Xbox.
Yep.
Now let's talk about the music. The Banjo-Kazooie series music has a country feel to it. If we were to include this music in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as is, it wouldn't really match the atmosphere of battle, so we put a lot of effort into arranging the music for the game. We'd like to play for you several of these arrangements during the showcase. Up here, yes, here, you'll see the track names.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, let's take a look at the fighter.
Ooh, I cannot wait. How did this go? Banjo-Kazooie joins the battle.
So this is Banjo and Kazooie in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. There's Kazooie. We're using a special ROM today, so the camera is a bit different from the production version. We've included lots of actions Banjo and Kazooie use in their original game. For example, the talent trot here is used for their dash. And their jumps are based on abilities like flap flip and feathery flap. Their neutral attack is called claw swipe. This ability looks similar to this in the original game, but we've built upon the original motion so it better fits the action of our game. Their flurry attack is a rat-a-tat-rap. Their dash attack is a forward roll, which is something Donkey Kong uses as well. This move is a pretty useful one. Their down tilt is beat barge. Their up smash is bill drill. It looks a bit different from their original games, but the animation reflects the fact that it's a consecutive attack.
That's cool.
In Japanese, their side smash is called Harisen Kazooie. Harisen is a word that only exists in Japanese, so I was curious what this move would be called in the West. In English, it's called Regal Bash. I think Regal is the type of bird Kazooie is, so this basically means bird bash, which is pretty accurate. Their neutral air is Wing Whack. Their back air is an air rat-a-tat-rat, which hits 3 times. Their down air is Beak Buster, which they use to downstab as they drop. As you can see, even their regular attacks are based on attacks from their original game. The down and up taunts were something that existed in the Banjo-Kazooie series too. The up taunt is based on an animation from Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, where Banjo sometimes stretches. Now I'd like to go over their special moves. First, their neutral special is egg firing. It's pretty much their go-to move. The eggs bounce, and by holding down the button when launching the eggs, you'll do the attack you see here, Breagle Blaster. Breagle Blaster is based on this part in Banjo-Tooie where the screen mimics an FPS. You can hold the button for auto-fire, but as you do, the power of the eggs will gradually decrease, so you'll need to be careful. You can cancel it by crouching or pressing the shield button. Next, their side special is Wonder Wing. As in their original game, it's an invincible charging attack. It's fairly powerful and will basically win against any other attack. However, you can see some feathers above Banjo's head. There are 5 of them in total, and I just used up all of them. After using them up, you won't be able to use the attack again until you lose a stock. Since the remaining uses of Wonder Wing only appear above their heads once activated, you'll really need to make sure you hammer the number of uses into your head.
Wow.
You can use it as a recovery option. And since it's likely to trump counterattacks, it doesn't have many disadvantages, but it does have a weak point. If it's blocked with a shield, for instance, you'll be wide open to attack.
Ah, damn.
In addition, you can be grabbed during this move.
That sucks.
At any rate, keep track of how many Wonder Wing uses you have left. And when fighting against Banjo and Kazooie, make sure to take action against this attack and remember to keep an eye on it. It's important to keep this in mind.
Okay.
Next is their up special, Shock Spring Jump. This move utilizes the Shock Spring pad from their original game. There are a few things to note. First, you can hit your opponents with the Shock Spring pad. It can be used to
Just
recover,
like
and it's
Sonic,
throwable too.
Man.
Also, it's pretty different from other up specials that carry the fighter upward in that you're still able to jump in midair after using it, meaning you can jump twice in a row.
Yeah, that's actually cool.
So if you're falling, you can use it like this, jump and then dodge, increasing your ability to recover. By the way, the height of a shock spring jump will change depending on how long you hold the button down. Note the slight difference in height. Next, for their down special, Rear Egg, they'll fire a grenade out of his backpack. It's a grenade egg. This is a slightly odd projectile in that it can only be launched behind the fighter. And because the grenade egg is football-shaped, its bouncy trajectory can be unpredictable. After a certain time, it will explode. I think it will be a useful tool for keeping opponents in check. It's treated like an item, so you can pick it up and throw it.
It's gonna be interesting, though.
Your opponents can also throw it back at you. But its detonation sequence is relatively short. So both you and your opponents will need to make sure you throw it quickly, or it will explode while you're still holding it.
Wow.
I guess there are a lot of different ways to use this ability.
Wow.
Lastly, their final smash is the Mighty Ginginator. The Mighty Ginginator is what delivered the final blow to Gruntilda in their original game.
Yeah.
This move will send your opponents flying.
That's it? Oh, Spiral Mountain.
This stage is called Kurukuruyama in Japan, but in the West it's called Spiral Mountain. As you can see, it's a mountain where the bottom portion is a spiral shape. A rotation icon will appear, and the stage will spin. This is quite unusual, even for the Super Smash Bros. Series. It's truly unique. Anything on the stage, items or otherwise, will also move. As the stage turns, the shape of Spiral Mountain will also transform, meaning your recovery points will also change. Platforms like this will appear from time to time. A bridge will also appear when Gruntilda's lair is visible.
Banjo Cow.
Now that we've covered both the fighter and the stage, let's go ahead and jump into some actual battles.
Action.
This time, I'll be taking on not just one, but two fighters in team battle. Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong versus Banjo and Kazooie. Hang on, so there are actually two on my side too? So I should be fine, right? Probably not. In fact, definitely not. It looks like I'm gonna get beaten up pretty bad if I just stand around, so I'll play carefully. I should probably keep them in check. Your eggs, which can be fired forward or backward, are useful at times like this, and thanks to Kazooie, Banjo and Kazooie can use moves with a relatively wide range of attack. We'll make good use of these as we take them on. Note we're playing with items on. I think we're doing pretty good so far. I have two opponents, and since items are on, they'll have twice as many opportunities to pick up items. And since the final smash meter is on, the opponent can use it twice. I'm at quite a disadvantage, but I'm going to try my hardest. I can use one of them 2 more times. Oops, I guess I should be explaining all their moves, huh? Auto fire, auto fire. Ooh, ouch. Oh, the final smash meter's filled up. You can have that. Now. And nice. Now that there's one less opponent, this should be easier. I do want to use a final smash, but it might be a bit tough. Oh, that's good. And final smash. I forced him out, so I win. Banjo picks up a Jiggy from the original game. That's a wrap. I'd also like to talk about some of the cameos that liven up the stage. First, we have the witch Gruntilda. In Banjo-Kazooie, this poor soul gets sealed underground by a boulder. Anyway, she's very cruel, and you can hear all about her from her sister, Gruntilda. This is Bottles, a mole, and another poor soul. His fate is sealed in the beginning of Banjo-Tooie. He's a friend of Banjo and Kazooie. Next is Mumbo Jumbo. This poor soul had all of his Mumbo tokens stolen by Gruntilda. He helps you out in many ways throughout the game. And we have Tootie. Can you spot her? She's running at the bottom. She's tiny and you can barely even make her out. But by zooming in, you can see all the detail, even at her size. You could probably make an action game just using this. She's raising havoc on the vegetable patch for some reason. And after that, she strikes an enigmatic taunt. Now she's heading back home. She looks all calm when you look at her this way, but this soul is actually the saddest of all the souls. You'd understand how miserable she really is if you saw the game over scene in Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, maybe she's not going home? And here come the Jinjos. We saw some of these a short while ago when the mighty Jinjonator appeared. They come in many different colors and were hidden throughout the world by Gruntilda in the original game, so you could say they're also sad souls. And now we see something floating around in the background. These are our basic enemy characters called Buzzbobs, but since they can float around, they're lucky enough to have made the cut in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is what they look like close up. It's basically a dragonfly, right? We put a lot of thought into the guest characters as well, and we put a lot of effort into these hard-to-see areas, so I hope you enjoy it. Next, let's talk music. As I mentioned earlier, we're taking country-style music and adapting it for use in battle. We're including a total of 10 music tracks. Of these, 7 are entirely new arrangements. I've always thought that getting all this for $5.99 is a fantastic deal. So I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you, Sakurai. Thank you.
The music for Spiral Mountain was arranged by Grant Kirkhope. He created the original Banjo-Kazooie's music. I've worked with many musicians over the years, but this is the first time I've worked with a musician outside of Japan. I was a bit worried about whether my directions would be understood, but he did an absolutely wonderful job. And here's the list of tracks this time. Each of the new tracks has been carefully tailored to match the action taking place on screen. Alongside the launch of Banjo and Kazooie, there will also be a software update. We're very pleased with the sales of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And to express our appreciation, we've added another game mode, which will pretty much be our final new mode. I'm going to go ahead and play, so please take a look.
Target practice? With the target practice?
And here it is.
Oh crap! They're back!
You need to damage the sandbag in front of you as much as possible. And with this bat, not with this, but this bat. And off it goes. High. Maybe a little too high. And so, Home Run Contest makes its return. It's been powered up in various ways compared to previous Home Run Contests, so please enjoy. This time, Sandbag has flown 300 kilometers. I think that's about the distance from Tokyo to Nagoya. That's if you drive on the Tomei Expressway.
Wait.
You can actually play with a second player.
Yes!
Let's give it a go. Attack, attack, keep attacking using both players.
Placing on the controller. Awesome. How do
Time
you
to strike.
do that?
Here we go.
Sakurai is one of them.
No. This isn't how you're supposed to play the game. When I say 2 players can take part, I mean friends can play together, and not one person playing as 2 fighters. I hope you play this with your friends. In shared content, many people have uploaded their customized Mii fighters. Up until now, it may have been a little difficult to use since you were not able to customize their special moves. But moving forward, you will be able to freely customize their special moves. If you find a Mii fighter that you like the look of, you can freely download them and set the special moves however you want and play as them. However, this will not be applied to Mii fighters created before this software update, and only applies to Mii fighters created after the update. So I hope you re-upload your Mii fighters. Please enjoy many different varieties of Mii fighters. We will add in some Mii fighter costumes as well. Please take a look.
What is this? Eh. Do we have that on Pokemon? Holy crap. Wait, what? What? Undertale? You can play as Sans? As a Mii Cutter thing? Wait, what? Sans? The Mii Fighter thing? What? Well, they got their wishes. We have Sans. Oh, wow. But the music? Holy crap. Sans from Undertale? Oh, that's it? This is it?
We've added a costume for Sans from Undertale, who was a popular request. And this Sans outfit also comes with a music track. This will be listed in the other category, so you can check it out there. The arrangement was made by none other than the creator of Undertale himself, Toby Fox.
Yes.
Toby has actually visited my house, and we played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate together.
Oh, cool.
He was actually really good. Of all the guests, he was probably the strongest. When we both chose random and played, the win ratio was about half and half. Or I may have been losing.
Wow. That's
Next,
crazy.
I'd like to talk about a new set of amiibo that will soon be available.
Amiibo. Squirtle.
Squirtle, Ivysaur,
Charizard. Oh, right. Charizard don't exist.
and Snake. I wonder why he was hiding. They will each be available on September 20th. The software update, including the Banjo and Kazooie DLC, will be available today.
Alright. What is this game?
As mentioned in Nintendo Direct, Terry Bogard will be joining Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Although we showed the reveal trailer, there was hardly any in-game footage. Some of you may wonder where the in-game footage is. Well, it's shaping up nicely. But we weren't quite
What is
ready
up
to
with
include
this?
it in the reveal. That SNK Neo Geo opening was fun, wasn't it?
Sure does.
I'd like to show you just a little bit of in-game footage of Terry. Here you go.
Whoa. And look at the stage though. Yeah, that's it?
Finally, it was announced that we will be working on even more DLC fighters.
What? So it's not
To me, it
5?
feels like the finish line is sliding farther away. You may wonder, how much longer can he be involved with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
Yeah, for real.
But I'm also excited. Adding more characters into the game means that more game worlds will be added to the series.
Wow.
And ultimately, that means that there will be an even greater opportunity to delight the fans. At the same time, I feel that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is
we
now
get
representing
Geno,
so many
finally.
characters in game worlds that it's
Better
becoming an
not be
enormous
Meat
game.
Fighters. I mean, Meat costumes. No, hopefully not.
Even if the
Like
Super
an
Smash
actual
Bros. series
Geno.
continues moving forward, I doubt there will ever be an opportunity to bring this many characters together again. And so I want to keep improving on this record as much as possible. And I will continue to work hard at developing the game. I appreciate your support. That's it for today. Thank you very much.
Oh god. Well, time to get on my Switch and play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate now. Sorry if you hear the dog start barking out loud. Oh my god. New good games coming up, and can't wait to play them. Okay, I gotta go now. I gotta play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and make sure everything's gonna be cool. Hope you have an awesome day. Thank you for all the man. Wow, people always want that, but now he's actually a Mii fighter, Mii gunner. Holy crap, this is amazing. Awesome. Hopefully, you see it straight. I know it's late. I kind of, because I just got home from work and I just strictly run, trying to make this life even possible. But yeah, here I am. So yeah, this is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna play Super Smash Ultimate right now. So, hope you have an awesome day. They're probably gonna release one more, plus they're gonna put more characters in it. How many characters it's gonna put on? It's probably like probably 10 more, or probably even more that we can't even think that it's gonna be possible. Oh my gosh! I add more characters, especially the last one, the character pack. I bet it's gonna be more like the Fighter Pass. It's gonna be another Fighter Pass Season 2, maybe, if they're gonna acknowledge it. I thought it was gonna be 5 more, then that's it, but no, he's gonna make more characters, and I think he's gonna stick to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as his #1 goal for her entire life, I would say. But very interesting though. I cannot wait what other characters can become in though. You know? So cool. Okay, gotta go. So hope you have an awesome day. Life is cool. And I'm still working on my outro. And be awesome. Stay nice to others. Still working my outro. I can't think of anything. Please help me out. Bye!